Well, welcome to Maine. This is a historic marker. It's either 2,390 miles marker or it's mile marker 1. Welcome to Maine. We are open for business. There's the border crossing right there. This is the very beginning of Route 1, and that's the windmill power farm. Houston Brook Falls is down my way in central Maine. You can walk into that in about 5 or 10 minutes. It's just about a quarter of a mile off the road. Absolutely beautiful. Well worth coming to. That's looking out towards the Kennebec River. It's a beautiful place to come and visit. And this is right along the Kennebec River here in Skowhegan. We also have the Freiburg Fair and many other fairs in the state. Skowhegan, Windsor, there's just all kinds of fairs. A lot of waterfalls. That's Houston Brook Falls. This is one of the other covered bridges in town. Lots and lots and lots of scenery. If you like any kind of scenery, you're going to find it here. This is about the prettiest place you ever come and visit. My favorite one is coming up here in a second. It's called Mercer Bog. It's right on Route 2. That's it right here. Saw that in the foliage. Now we're coming to the Penobscot Narrows Bridge, which crosses the Penobscot River. And you can pay a small fee to go into the park, which you'll see of the Fort Knox, and you can take the elevator up to the top of this bridge. And on the website, a photo of Maine or a snapshot of Maine, you get a lot of text about it, a lot of information about this area here. So look at this site. We do have farms that raise llamas and other animals here. Another one of the bridges. That one is in Guilford. That one's washed downstream a couple of different times during the spring floods over the last 100 years. And there's a lot of information about that on photoofmaine.com or snapshotofmaine.com. And in Augusta is the Air Force Reserves, and this is the National Guard, Air Guard. It's right at the airport. We also have a lot of schools and colleges, Beale, I'm brain dead today. But anyway, these are some of the colleges. This is in Hinckley here. This one here is a school in Hinckley. This is Moxie Falls. It's about a mile walking from the main road, and it's well worth the walk. It's not anything that if you can walk, you can get there. It isn't a hike where you got to. I'm 70 years old and I go down there all the time, so it's a nice easy walk. You don't have any problem getting on this nice wide, and it's well kept and clean, maintained by the state. And it's certainly worth looking at. And there's more videos of it on Snapshot of Maine video and photoofmaine.com and on YouTube. So you can look at it in many different places or take a walk down there. And on your way, you're going to see a lot of the different mountain areas, like the ski areas. They have many ski areas in Maine, and they're absolutely beautiful. This is one of the little overlooks that you'll see along the way getting there. In Beals Island, the lobstermen build a Christmas tree out of lobster traps, and this is it right here, with a flag on top. And on the website, photo of Maine or snapshotofmaine.com, you'll see a lot of the information, how big it is, how many traps they use, and alike. And this is along between Greenville and Rockwood, and this is also between Rockwood and there. You'll see a lot of different waterfalls along the way, a lot of little brooks and streams. All you do is look around and you'll see absolute beauty. It's as pretty as anything can be, Maine. So come on up and visit if you've not been. If you don't live here, come on up and visit. Who knows? You might find a place on the pond somewhere and want to settle in for the summer. It's excellent fishing, good hunting, and all kinds of things to see. And all of these places that are listed here, and a lot of wildlife, a lot of these places that you see on here ice fishing are on the website and got a lot of information about it. That's Rockland Lighthouse, and there's railroad. I mean, there's a museum up there. I used to go to the fly-in up there. Owl's Head Museum. There's a lot of beautiful scenery here, a lot of ocean. That's a lobster pound up in Rockland, not Rockwood. And this little picture coming up was taken on the way home, pitch black with our fancy cameras that we have. And now we'll see the Pemaquid Lighthouse. That's the most photographed lighthouse in the state of Maine. Now in Booth Bay, you can get on one of these boats and go out to the different islands, and you can go out and see the whale watching in the spring, and you will see a lot of the coastline. You'll see a lot of the areas here that are absolutely beautiful that you can't see anywhere else unless you are on one of the boats. It shows how the lobstermen fish, and the other fishermen. It's not just lobstermen. They have draggers, and that's at Perry's Nut House. I tipped the picture sideways. And this is the man in right across from the gambling casino in Bangor. Let's see what we got. That's a footbridge across the river in Waterville, Maine. And that's in Benton, Maine. And this is in Unity, Maine. We went to a foliage run on the old train and went up and down. That's Augusta, Maine. And this is on the way into Houston Brook Falls, the mushrooms and stuff. So if you look around anyway, and Houston Brook Falls is only about a quarter of a mile walk off the road, so it's real easy to get to. You don't have to be strong and all that to get to these places that I go to. Lots of wildlife also, lots of moose, lots of birds, osprey. I got some pictures of the osprey on the website, snapshotofmaine.com or photoofmaine.com. So take a look at them, and it's got information about where they are and lots of other things that you might not know about Maine. So take a look at the sites, enjoy the video. Most of these up on the way to Jackman, Maine, on some of the back roads that you can also get to by most any vehicle. You don't have to. I wouldn't take a Cadillac up in there, but if you got a Chevy or Ford that can drive down a dirt road, most of these were on dirt roads just off the main road, but they're real easy to get to. So anything you see here, you can drive to. That's up there. We call it the Canadian Falls. It's just before the Canadian border on Route 201. You'll see the little turnout. You can walk down in. That's a little stiff walk. It's not long. It's just steep. You can get down to the gray animal forest where you can see all kinds of wildlife that have been orphaned as little ones and raised here at the farm, and can't be turned loose because they don't know how to survive in the wild, so they've stayed here. And there's a small fee to get in here, and it's worth the day. It'll take you most all day to walk through it. It's absolutely beautiful and absolutely worth coming to Maine to see all kinds of wildlife and scenery that you'll never see anywhere else, and most of them are from Maine. All of them are from Maine. The sunrises and the sunsets here are just beautiful. So anything that you want to see is here somewhere. This man in the mountain here is called the Indian Head, but I call it the Man in the Mountain of Maine. It's on Route 2, just out of Farmington, so it's real easy to get to that too. It's a main road. Again, back into the animal forest. This here is not the animal forest. This is out in the wilds. I saw this alongside of the road. Come on to Maine. Look at it. Snapshotofmaine.com, a photoofmaine.com. You'll see the pictures of the